number 3, we see the little box, so we know it's a 90-degree or a right triangle, right? But we've got this 60 degrees right here. That makes this third one what? 30. Okay? The other thing we need to point out is now we have 2 variables. We have a side x and we have a side y. Okay? So you're going to need to set up 2 separate proportions and solve them each separately. Okay? So let's do the x first. You just have to pick one. Doesn't matter, you could have picked y, but I'm going to pick x. So I'm going to grab my card, and I'm going to go to the side that's my 30, 60, 90, and then I need to decide, am I going to use the triangle on the left or the triangle on the right? So I'm going to turn it until it matches up. So obviously, it matches up with the one on the left, right? See the 60s in the same spot, the box is in the same spot, and the 30s in the same spot, okay? So those are the ratios we're going to use, all right? So if we're doing x first, we're going to write that x in the numerator and the 1 that it corresponds to in the denominator, okay? For the fraction on the right, you want to use the side that you know. You know that this is 22. Don't use y because then you're going to have 2 variables in your problem. Then you're not going to be able to solve for anything. Okay, so use the one that you know. It says 22, and the corresponding side from the card is 2. All right, once your proportion is set up, then you're going to do your cross product. So let's go this way first. So 2 times x. Go this way second. 1 times 22. 2 times x is 2x. 1 times 22 is 22. Divide both sides by 2, and x equals 11. And we wish they all turned out this pretty and didn't have radicals in them, right? Okay, so x equals 11. This one was in centimeters. So that's our x answer. Now we need to get our y answer. Okay, and we can use 22 again, but now that we know this x side is 11 centimeters, technically you could use that side. So it doesn't matter, 22 or 11, just as long as you match it up correctly with what's on your card, okay? So I'm going to use the hypotenuse, the 22, because that's what I have in my notes. All right. So on the problem, I've got this side, which is y, and the corresponding side is square root of 3. Set that equal to the side we know, which is 22, and its corresponding side, which is 2. All right, so here's our proportion. Now we're going to do our cross product. So we're going to have y times 2. Then we need to go this direction. So we're going to have the square root of 3 times 22. And then we need to simplify. So y times 2 is 2y. We'll bring the 22 out in front of the rad 3. Y is being multiplied by 2, so the inverse operation is to divide by 2. These cancel, and we get y equals, can we simplify over here or reduce? Yes, 2 goes into 22 how many times?
11.
11. So this is 11 square roots of 3 centimeters. All right, so you can see sometimes you're going to end up with square roots in your answer. Sometimes you're not. It just depends on the problem, and some of them get kind of tricky. So if you need help with your calculator or you need help